happy teachers, because ourselves we are the teachers, so we have to celebrate. So I wish once again a happy Teachers Day to everyone. So thank you so much, Sai, for introducing me. And here, the knowledge which I have a little bit on this computer vision, I will share among with you all who have joined along with me today. So here, first I will take you what first introduction, and then I will take you the applications which are there and how the problem should be identified, and few applications which we already worked. Those problems I will discuss,
Sir,
and
one second, sir. One second. I request Kiran Ritvik, please stop sharing.
my
Kiran
screen is
Ritvik.
visible.
Sir, your screen is not visible, sir. Some other screen is visible. Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
my screen is visible now.
yes, yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Yeah,
Hope all
thank
the participants are
Yeah,
screen
am
is.
I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Then. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sai, for giving me this opportunity, because here I heard that all are image processing, computer vision and image processing researchers who have joined along with me today. So I appreciate everyone because who are already working in this area. So now here today's topic, especially that is computer vision using OpenCV, the few applications which I have done that I will share with you, and along with this, how actually the computer vision and how it is using OpenCV. So before that, first, what is computer vision? We'll see. So we'll starting from the definition, and then what is OpenCV and what are the applications we can use with that, and then how a Python is helping to work on this. That I will just brief. What are the libraries we are using? That I will cover, and then I will take you to the basic concept from image processing basic level, how the image data set, digital data will be recorded. Those things I will cover, and after that I will show the application part, latest applications. Now, one more important, I would like to show two videos, because two videos. Why I am saying, because they are only 1 minute of video, and one is 20 seconds or 30 seconds around. Why? Because here in this COVID system, in this COVID pandemic situation, social distancing that also we done with the Python. This is an OpenCV or computer vision with using OpenCV. So how the social distancing can be done through video also, that we done. So that also I will share with you how it is very easy, that I will show with you all. And one more important, that from 2018 onwards, computer means long back computer vision has taken a major role, but from 2016 around 16, 17, 18, it has taken a spike, a sudden spike of hike. That means why? Because anybody can dance. That was the topic which has been raised from 2016 onwards, and it got success in 2018. That means with image with the computer vision techniques, how anybody can dance. That means the source video will be somebody else. With respect to the dance force, whatever we are getting, that can be taken onto the screen, and that can be applied onto the augmented reality. So how this has been taken, that video also I will show with you all. So this is how I will take, and then how computer vision be a part of AI, and how the responses will be taken with the help of IBM Watson or otherwise whatever the library you use. So in that also, in IBM Watson, there actually we get the total visual image recognition, video recognition. These all things we can work it out. So in the similar way, how Python can be used and how we can work it out. These things also I will cover. So if I am fast, if you like the speed is okay, then I can go ahead. So Sai, is it okay? Or if I go fast, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So coming to the first presentation overview. So today these are the topics which I'm going to cover today. So here, what is computer vision? Why use computer vision? And applications of computer vision. I'll show few different applications, real-time applications, and then recent research in computer vision. What is happening and what have been done and what we are working. Those things I'll cover here. And next, brainstorming your own applications. So that means start with the problem. What problems can be solved? These things, just a few points from my knowledge point of view, I have given. So those who are doing research recently or otherwise, those who want to come for research, they can concentrate in this, and they can choose the problem identification, because they all are real time. But how it should go, that also I will show. So this is the overall agenda of this today's session. So coming to the first slide here, I'm going to cover this because of today's Teachers Day. So I would like to share with you all one small quote which was given by Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. So that was, the end product of education should be a free creative man who can battle against historical circumstances and adversities of nature. So this is what I believe. So that's why I had taken the quote of our Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Garu, who is a great teacher. So these teachers I would like to share with you all as one of the such quote, which is most relevant and related to all the teachers. So coming to here, so first, what is computer vision? So computer vision, because I will cover. I don't want to go direct definition. First, computer vision is a process by which we can understand the images and videos, how they are stored, and how we can manipulate and retrieve data from them. So this is the what actually we do, correct? Because I know, I think everyone are working on image processing. And coming to here, computer vision is the base or mostly used for artificial intelligence. Like how means computer vision is playing major role in self-driving cars, robots, as well as in photo correction apps. So you all also believe with my words, because why what I have shared with you all. So this is how the people are using, and how we have come up with the machine learning algorithms and other, how this OpenCV also can be taking as a part, as an important part in AI. So that is also, especially when we talk about the self-driving cars. Here, the computer vision is the most important, and it plays the major role, especially when we talk about the self-driving cars. So self-driving cars means here vehicle is moving because with self-driving. Self-driving means it based on the video. That means based on the lanes which are coming opposite. That means the lanes, it has to follow the lanes. So these lane following everything should be taken with respect to the computer vision only. So that means the video which it captures, based on that video in real time, within that fraction of seconds, it has to follow that. So that much of in real time this is taking place. So without this computer vision we can't do that in accurate. So this is about the what actually the basic. And not only that, it here also when we talk about this computer vision, just a small scenario I will like to share. So what is this? So here especially we all use Facebook, correct? So Facebook means what we do, suppose we visit some places, what we do, we take pictures and we upload, because this is nowadays everything, everyone we are sharing, because today is Teachers Day. So Teachers Day we shared with everyone the images and all. That means the wishes of the Teachers Day we are sharing. Like that, if suppose if we talk about the Facebook, we take the pictures, we visit some places, tourist place, and we have taken some pictures with along with our friends, right? So what we do, we post in the Facebook. What happened there? Automatically, the feature which is already, that means the Facebook having an intelligent, because Facebook is not intelligent, by using the image recognition, with the help of the image recognition technique, those images which we have already posted, those all means all the images, from those images whoever the faces are there, what it do, by using the image tagging, that means that is called the faces of all of our friends who are there, those all faces will be tagged in that, correct? So they tag them, and each and it will highlight about that who is that person. So directly it will means because the data is already there, because we are everyone are using now. So whatever the image we capture, that will be taken, and it highlights the all the friends of our friends faces which are available on that. It will show that, it tags them, and it tags and gives to us. So that means, so what do you say that, how do you think that auto tag feature works? So in simple terms, I can say that it works purely with computer vision and image recognition techniques. Okay, so this is what actually, so that's why now I can define computer vision is an interdisciplinary field that deals with how computers can be made to gain a high level understanding from digital images or videos. That is what exactly the computer vision defines. So that means here, if I see this image here, this is the image, because if I ask you any one of you, means we can say that is the image which is having some statue like that. But the same thing, can the system, can a computer can read, can identify like such? No, because it reads only the digital information, correct? So will everyone will accept those, correct or not? So that means we have two given. So that means the idea here is to automate tasks that the human vision system can do. So a computer should be able to recognize objects such as that of a face of a human being, or a whatever the lampo, or whatever the statue, whatever the person, whoever are there, all these persons can be tagged. So like that it should recognize. So here I'm repeating my statement. The idea here is to automate tasks that the human visual system can do. That's why here I said that is an interdisciplinary field that deals with how computers can be made to gain a high level understanding from digital images. Clear? So that is what exactly the definition of this computer vision. Now coming to OpenCV. So here when I talk about the OpenCV, so here this OpenCV is a huge open source library for the computer vision. Not only for computer vision, it is open source, huge open source library for computer vision, machine learning, and image processing. And now it plays a major role in real-time operations, which is very important in today's system. So that is what actually I would like to share with you all. And by using it, one can process images and videos to identify objects, faces, or even handwriting of a human also can be taken. So here that is the most important advantages which the OpenCV having. Next, not only that, when it integrate with various libraries such as NumPy, Python, is capable of processing the OpenCV array structures. So here I can say that this can be, so that means this OpenCV, this open computer, whatever this OpenCV we are saying, all this will be taken. The first, this OpenCV is a Python library which is designed to solve computer vision problems. OpenCV was originally developed in 1999 by Velo Garras. It was developed by Velo Garras, and he is the main person to bring this one. And next, and now it is maintained by ITSIS. These are the people they are maintaining now. Now, not only that, this OpenCV supports a wide variety of programming languages. So, wide variety of programming languages such as C++, okay, such as C++, next Python, Java, etc. Support for multiple platforms including Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems also. So this how this supports in all the fields. Now, not only that, here I would like to share with you all, here OpenCV Python is nothing but a wrapper class for the original C++ library to be used with Python. So that is most important. And next, this whatever the OpenCV array structures can be converted to NumPy or from NumPy arrays. So that I will show in this, and this is the purely open source and free to use everyone. So that's why now we can do many. One of my research project also I am using with this open source library only, that is OpenCV. With Python I am using actually the normal perception what we have, that I want to give to the visually impaired people in through Google. That means goggles. With the help of the goggles I am going to give that with this image processing, with this computer vision and image processing technique only. Okay, so now coming to this OpenCV, here when this is about again the libraries which already I said, it is having a lot of libraries and it can be converted, and it can be converted from NumPy to, that means array structures are converted to num2 or from NumPy arrays. So that is must, and later this can also be converted to, that means this makes it easier to integrate it with other libraries which use NumPy. For example, libraries like SciPy and other will be called as Matplot libraries. So this is most important here. That's why it can be converted to or from NumPy arrays also. So it is very important for in all the image processing techniques which we are using as of now, because day by day the data is increasing. Not only that, video as well as image data is also increasing day by day. So this is what I would like to share with you all. So now here I have few highlights I have given about NumPy. NumPy is a highly optimized library for numerical operations. And not only that, here already I said array structure is important because digital images are 2D arrays of pixels, that we know. So you all believe about this point, this statement, because all the images which we are discussing all will be in 2D arrays. Now all the OpenCV array structures are converted to and from NumPy arrays. So that's why it is through Python also it can be worked out. Either it will be huge data set, even if it is a huge data set also can be processed in some computation, because computation time can be reduced. So here these things are very important when you work with OpenCV and along with Python, especially for computer vision. So these are the basic points which I would like to share with you all, and you can use more convenient indexing system rather than using other loops. So how does a computer read an image? So first I will come with the basic steps. So here, how does a computer read? So now if I ask everyone, because already you all are working in image processing, right? So everyone knows. So here, if we talk about this, suppose if I give this system, can, because if I ask any human person, that means any human being, so they can say that it's the image having of some uh, tiger or tigress and some grass or otherwise some stone that was there. That's it, they can see, they can give the answers. But if the same thing, if we give a to system, is it can do? No, it can't, because systems, because the systems are fuzzy and they can take the image. That means they want to read this in the form of digital information only. So now, if we talk in terms of digital image, how it will be worked out. So digital images are typically stored in a matrix, that you know, correct? So how this one, this already we know the basic definition of image processing, correct? So what is the basic definition of image processing? So I will want to give a point on this. Image processing is the analysis and manipulation of a digital image, especially in order to improve its quality. This is the basic definition which we learned in the early stage, correct? So, but not only that, it can also perform many operations on an image, correct? It can be either, it can be enhanced or extract or some information like that we can do, correct? So now coming to here, so all the information, that means system, how a system read an image, that I'm covering. An image may be defined as a two-dimensional function, correct? That everyone will believe, correct or not? So two-dimensional function means either it will be f of x comma y, so where x and y are spatial, or sometimes we can call it as spatial, or sometimes we can call it as plane, correct? Spatial coordinates or plane coordinates, and the amplitude of fat any pair of coordinates is called the intensity or gray level of the image at that point, correct? So here, this we, if we know, because you already are there working on this. So if I ask what are the numericals, these numericals we can say that these are called the digital numbers, correct or not? So sometimes we can call them as digital numbers, and we can also call it as intensity values. We can also call it as brightness values, correct or not? Or that means here the my intention is the amplitude of all any such pair, any pair of the such coordinates can be called as intensity values, or we can also call as gray level of the image at that particular point. Clear? So this is actually the reflectance, that means the emitted energy from the object, okay, with the help of the sensor which we use. That I will cover in the next slide, okay. So this is about the two-dimensional image. Now if suppose I ask you to get, so that means if a two-dimensional matrix, that is fine, but when it is taking into a colored image, when it is a colored image, then we have to call it as a three-dimensional in case of a 3D colored image, correct or not? Because why three-dimensional we are calling? Because here the mathematical function f of x comma y at any point, correct, giving the pixel value at that point of an image, the pixel value describes how bright that pixel is and what color it should be. So for that, here we are going to use, that is called three dimension, that means three channels. How a image reads, that I will show in detail. Now if you see, this is my image which I shown. Now I want to give this one to a system. That means how a computer sees an image. So now when we talk about this, how a computer sees an image, now because it's a color image, so here I can give in detail like this. Now if we are taking of three, so that means earlier also I said a statement that three-dimensional for color image. So this is my color image. So here I am taking of three channels. Those are red, green, and blue. Now here this is important. That means earlier I said, correct? So this is about the image which we know. Now the computer reads any image, whatever the image. So any image has a range of values that should be between values, that should be between from 0 to 255. So why it is 0 to 255? Because we have taken off the RGB, or the three channels we have taken, and now the spatial, we call, actually we have to call them as the spatial resolution of that color image is 8-bit. So we have to write that as total 256 gray shades can be taken. So that means 256. That's why the range of values will be taken from 0 and 255. So 0 and 255 means 0 is for pure black and 255 is pure white. Like that the values will be taken. Now why that I said, for any color image there are three primary color channels, correct? Now this red, green, blue, so these, how this will be taken So that is most important. So here this matrix, that means a matrix is formed for every primary color, and later these matrices combine to provide a pixel value for the individual RGB colors. That is actually, I'm repeating my statement, a matrix is formed for every primary color, okay, and later these matrices will be combined to provide a pixel value for the RGB colors, okay, for individual RGB colors, like that. So now if I would like to ask you the size of this image, correct, so how you give, so how you can write that the size of the image of this will be written as, here how many channels are there, total 3 channels, correct. So these are the 3 channels. So here my dimensions are b cross a, so my size of this image will be written as b cross a cross 3. So, okay, so because there are 3 channels, so we have to write this size of this images. Suppose I have b value is equal to 400 and here a value is suppose some 500 or 600, then what will be the my size, 400 by 400 by 600 by 3 channels. This is for color image. If suppose my channel here, my color, my image is black and white or gray image, if my image is black and white, then what will be the size of that image, that size of the image will be taken as 400 by 600 into 1, because it is having only one single such channel, correct. So due to that, so for a black and white there is only one single channel, correct. So everyone will accept, these are the basics, okay, that's why just I'm recalling, okay. So now this is the size, correct. So now we'll see in detail how do computers see images. Suppose this is the color image, correct, and these are the RGB channels which we have taken, means already we have taken used in this, and now these are our individual gray shades. That means when you see the individual image of any color image, because these are the different individual channels, right. So when we take, the values will be in the gray value only, these all values will be in gray, but you can observe the difference. This is for red, so you are getting more brightness in this. Now see the slight difference you can observe in all the 3, but combinedly when you see, you can see the true image, okay. So when you see any image, it should be in gray shade. That's why we are because why it should be gray shade, that is most important. Why it is, because radiometric resolution comes here. Radiometric resolution means here our spatial resolution is 8-bit. So 8-bit means here when we take any individual, means any individual means single band. So single band having, that means the single band which covers the intensity values, those all will be taken only in gray. But when we take into the color filters, when we use this color channels, then it should be shown like this, correct. So these are the basic information already everyone knows, just I am recalling once again, okay. Now what are there are basic I would like to share with you all. When we want, actually here this is my object, for this object I want to capture a scene. So here why I am saying this, because how a light ray goes and strikes the object and comes back, and how a film or how a digital image will be recorded. For that reason here I am showing. So here first we require some source. This is our source of energy to capture this scene. So now what we are doing first is, there are total 6 stages. So first stage is source of energy, and second stage is transmission of electromagnetic radiation towards the object. So this is the transmission of the electromagnetic energy, okay. So that energy goes and strikes, okay. Now the third step is interaction of this electromagnetic radiation with object, okay, on different places. Next stage 4, transmission of this interacted energy, that means this interacted energy which strikes this, because these are the actual steps, but this whole thing happen only in fraction of seconds, correct. Everyone will believe that, correct. So in the similar way, the transmission of this interacted electromagnetic radiation should be goes back, which shows in 4th point. Now coming to the 5th, that is called recording of image by detectors. The detectors which we used to detect the scene, actually what we have captured, with the help of our some basic optic techniques to be used, and with respect to that how a scene should be captured, and that will be taken with the help of detectors, and it will save in the form of a image. So this is called our analysis image which we are going to work out. So this is my color image. This is the final. These are the total 6 steps how a image sensing can be takes place. Now I already said here this is called electromagnetic radiation. Means I'm just saying the showing the bands. Why I'm showing? Because everyone should have a not just a brief knowledge. Just I'm recalling to everyone. So here these are the BGR because here see when we talk about here the images always we have to talk in terms of RGB, but when you work on in the form of coding, but we have to do always with respect to BGR, right? We have to write always in BGR format. Why? Because the starting band will be our blue band. Okay, so these are called the bands. Bands means electromagnetic energy levels. So that means this is our electromagnetic spectrum, which we can call, and the same we also now also we are using this concept only. Even the satellite images also can capture the ground truth information. Okay, so now here these all images will have been divided into three different level. What are they? One is first low, other one is medium, next high. Why this? When it is low, because here only one means only one very wide band if we use of to capture a particular scene, then that image will be called as panchromatic. I can say that it's a panchromatic means it's a black and white image. It is purely black and white image. Now, when we talk about the multispectral means we have to use the means we have to use minimum three or more than three bands to capture. Bands means nothing but the channels. Okay, three or more channels to use to capture the ground information or any scene or any object scene. Then and there is one more important point that there should be the differences. There should be the band gap differences between band to band. So that means here several to tens of bands. So the band gap between them also should be more. When we come to hyperspectral means high resolution images. High resolution images means high definition we'll call. High definition means here we are using many hundreds of narrow bands with narrow means there is no any gap between band to band, between channel to channel. So that means we get exact accurate information what we want to do, that we get. So that is the basic difference between band to band, that it shows about the various types of images. So that's why I would like to share with you all this spectrum. So that's why I shared different types of images: panchromatic, multispectral and hyperspectral. Now when we capture the scene, just I said, because when we see a single channel, then that single channel should be in gray shade, I said, correct? So the intensity values which will be taken onto any image. Okay, suppose this is the image which has taken with of single channel. If I taken, then this is my small rate of interest, my region of interest. If I take only this region of interest here, uh, this this all brightness value, these all are the reflectance values. So now if we take different gray shades of images, different gray shades of images, this is called light gray and this is white. Means this is of white color. So different shades. That means these are called the gray means intensity values of the particular scene. So here these all are the reflectance values with respect to these all various gray shades. Okay, because we have taken this, the highest value of this one is more brightness value where you have here. So this is called 255 is the value for that. And here it is a pure black, then we have to use that is for the 0. This we are not using. These are the values which have been recorded in the form of intensity or reflected energies, I can say, or radiated energies. Okay, these are the different ways we can use. Now coming to the digital terminology, when we take all the values, see, when we want to write, especially for the coding purpose, when you want to write, so already people are working on this, right? Many of you also might be working. So here with respect to this, the brightness value range we have taken, that is from 0 to, because of this is 8-bit we have taken. Now here suppose I have taken the channels are 4 channels I have taken. So now this is my first channel. So when we want to write a particular pixel value, okay, so the picture element at location row 4 and column 4, like band 1 means channel 1 of this channel 1, then that value will be 24. So we have to write that as brightness value 4 comma 4 comma, that is I comma j comma k. I is nothing but the rows, and J indicates about the column, and K indicates about the channel which we are using. So in the similar way, the brightness value of this 4 comma 4 comma first channel 1 is what? 24. Like this, we have to use the notation to get the information. So we have to write in this way to write the processing of the code. Okay, so that header file and all, when we want to read an image, we have to go in this way. So like this, we have to work for all the channels. It goes on with respect to the band which we are using, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, like that it will go. So this is about the reading of a pixel element. Now, if I go in detail, here these are the different bands which we have, means different channels which we have taken. This is the channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. These are the reflectance values which have been recorded in that particular channel when we capture a scene, correct? And this is about the image information which is written in two-dimensional coordinate system. Okay, and now when we want to work and we want to process with respect to these brightness values nothing but intensity values. Now if suppose I have a ground image here, that is here just a ground image, just sample I have taken. These are W shows about the water, and this is about the mix of land and water. This 3 shows about the L is the land, and this mix shows about the mixed portion of these two sample. So like this, here I am using about around 3 channels. So for channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. These all are the reflectance, means intensity values, one after one, which we have to use, correct? When we combinedly take, we get the color image, correct? When we take them individually, then they will be indifferent. But here, as per our understanding purpose, this I use with black, and this I use with some light gray, this I use with some white color. So just to show the difference, why? This is channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, like that. Now, my second one is image matrix notation. So how we do image matrix notation? Everyone knows. This is what? 1 comma 1 comma 1. What is that? First row, first column, first channel 1 pixel value, correct? So in the similar way, we have to write for third row, means third row, third column, channel 1. In the similar way, we have to write for the second also, for the second channel. So like second channel means, if suppose I take this pixel, then it should be written as 2 comma 1 comma. That means 2 is the second row, first column, and 2 indicates about the second channel, means second band. Like that, we have to write for the third also. This is about the image matrix notation, the basic part which we do while writing the code. So it should be worked out. So this slide shows about the coding, how we do and how we analyze, and what are the different types of file formats to be used. That for that purpose here I have used. Now if suppose I am taking, this is my header file and this is my end file. So header file, how it should be recorded in the image format like this. Suppose my format here, that is band interlude by pixel. Okay, sometimes we use the BIP, sometimes we use BIL, sometimes we use band sequential. Many of you might heard about all these names, correct? So band interlude by pixel means, here if you see this, these are the 3 channels, correct? But when we come to band interlude by pixel format, here what we are doing, band interlude by pixel. So that means, see the first channel, first pixel value is 40, correct? That is the 40. And the same time, second channel first pixel is 44. So like that. So this, and the third channel first pixel will be 10. Like that, it should be recorded, the values. Clear? So in this way, the values will be recorded. If you go for the second also, it should be taken. So now we are putting all the band values, means the channel pixel values in this way. If you do like this, the analysis part also can be done easily, and you can process that image in short period of time. So this is about band interlude by pixel. So this is one type of format. Okay, do you understood? I think. Okay, next. If we see in that way, we can take. So this see first like that I kept, and the similar way second also we've kept like that. We have to go for up to the end of the file, up to all the pixels which we have used here. Okay, now coming to the second format which we have to use, that is band interlude by line. So band interlude by line means, here these are the channels. Actually this whole part works with the help of the code. We just write in the code automatically. In behind that, actually when we use some software, the behind the system, it works and it processes and it gives the output to you. But here, how that process is going, that we are seeing. Now, if suppose I use band interlude by line, so if I take band interlude by line, so in that case, this will be taken as the whole first row, sorry, whole first row of the first channel will be taken as the first 40, 40, 42, like that. Next, first row of the second channel should be taken. Next, first row of the third channel should be used. So this is called band interlude by line. So this is the way how we have to use in this format. Okay, now like that we have to go for the second, third also. Now if I go for band sequential, band sequential means here itself parallelly we have to make it them. So that means coming to header band 1 first. Header band 1, what we are doing, the channel 1, all the pixel values we are putting together. So that means see, the first row first I kept, and the second row I have taken as the second line. So now we have taken all the channel pixel values in that particular order. Okay, and next third row will be taken as a line. So like this parallelly we have to take all the values which are available in that particular channel. This here I shown only with respect to 9 pixels only, but it might be more, but we have to write the code in that way so that it can read the image and it can process easily. So like this, the different file formats also can be written and it can be processed. Okay, so this all already one of the basic also. This is also basic step. Now I'm going little bit to the AI. So now I'm coming to this AI. In this, how this will be taking. Now, if you see this is the same image I used, and here this I used in image recognition system, which I used in IBM Watson. Now here in this, what actually it is going to do? That means how system reads that. Okay, that means what are the cognitive levels of that image will be giving. See, suppose if we ask any human, they can say that there are tiger or tigress, some green and some stone like that. They were there. They can highlight. But when just see here, but for an artificial intelligence system, this intelligence system, how it is going to give? First, it given the response as light brown color. So actually, we didn't expect that. But the cognitive system thinking will be like this. See, light brown is just given as 100%. That means 100% response it has given. One. Next, it is saying about carnivore. So it's a carnivore. So it is giving as 0.98 response rate. Next, it is saying that it's a mammal. So it's a 0.98. And it is saying it's an animal. So, and it is also saying feline, big cat, tiger. Then next, tigress. So like this, the level of thinking of an intelligent system, how it will give. So this is called the how the intelligent system can read from that image. So how it read based on the digital values, how we have given, based on those values, it is giving the response. Now coming to the other image, these all are the images which I tested just for the response rate. Now this is one more image I had taken with of domination with of green I taken. So for that it has given as like this. See, a greenish color, it has given the response as 0.99. So this also I tested in IBM Watson only. Okay, the next animal. So animal also 0.86 is given first. Next, then it's saying about tree 0.80. Next, mammal 0.7. Carnivore again, feline, big cat 0.78. Then it given lion and lion cub. It is giving for lion 0.77. Okay, and then female it is given female mammal, big game animal, like that it given. So these are the different responses how it is giving. Okay, so with these all through computer vision only, all these images through computer vision with the help of image recognition we have done. So this I tested in image Watson there in that. Okay, now if I come to another image, this is recently which we conducted in our campus. So we distribution of grocery we have done. In this, see, just I tested this image, how it gives the response for this. Now see the difference, like why I am sharing all these images, because in this way if you have any search idea you can work and you can do that. Image Watson is free for 1 month, you can use it, and later also with minimal charges they are giving, you can use it and you can do some work of your research work which you are doing. Okay, which will help you in time taking, especially when you work with any tedious image which is not possible with normal mining techniques, you can use here. Now coming to Indian, it is saying about the response. First one is Indian red color. So for that it has given the response is 0.97. Next, Segway human transporter. So some they sat in a particular line like that it is giving, and another one it is saying some electrical device, but how it given electrical device I don't know, but it has given some electrical device. Point 0.78. Next is sports. For sports it has given a zero point 0.6 because they are sat in different maintaining the distance. So like that they may given, and one more it given is persons. So this is one of the example which we have used, and this is one more. Just I used the same different image. Why? Because here I would like to show you that here it is saying about the parade, Boy Scout. This also it is highlighting. That means he's holding a ID card, but it's not that it might be some whistle like that, and he's having one stick. And this is he is the person who is guiding. So see, based on the movement also it is giving the response. So that is based on the things available on that on the image. Based on that also it is giving the response. So see how the response is taking in this. So that's why now so much of name has come, and so many in many places we are using. So why using computer vision? Now, like this, we have many applications because one already I said that is the real time. That means the self-driving cars. So why these all technologies have come now? Because they are slower, and that means these are the changes have been taken slower to faster. Okay, so like that, the technological interventions have been come up, and we are using, and that to be with free. Next, difference to that is one. Next, manual to automated. Even automated in few cases we are doing, but full-fledgedly we haven't do. But especially in industry, when I talk about the industry now, with the help of vision, now it is a computer vision. Now that is a mission vision. With the help of mission vision also, the people are already started doing the work, but not that much. But now they are increased that they are working like that also, and they are getting very profits also. It's a one-time establishment, right? So it's every time they have to do some maintenance. That's it. Next, difficult to easy. So that is one. And one more important, that is inconvenient to convenient. That is also very important because the normal mining techniques won't do all these things. So here these things can be possible. And one more important, that is unscalable to scalable. So here, which we with the help of the conventional traditional methods which we do, so there we can't do scalable exactly. So but here we can do with that. Now where we are using this computer vision. So here few examples I am sharing with you all. These are the, see, automotive, already automotive, they are using food and beverages also they are using. Next, manufacturing they are using. Next, just example I would like to say, already one of the work we have given this for Bridgestone company. That means the tire defects, if suppose tires are there, well, manufacturing Bridgestone everyone knows, right? Bridgestone is one of the tire manufacturing company. That company which they manufacture the tires. While manufacturing, if that tire is having any drawback, means any damage, that with the help of this computer vision and augmented reality, we have given a solution to them. Now they are using that. So that is one of our research project which we have given to the Bridgestone company. So that means they can identify any drawback, which is even it is a minute level also. It can be detect and it can process. When that to be in real time and within fraction of seconds. And not only that, it also using in pharmaceutical company. Next, supply chain. Next, energy and utilities, hospitality. Next, life sciences, human resources, insurance also. Human resources, I would like to convey one, because nowadays the digital era is going on. Not only that, even the interviews which they are taking Naukri, especially in US, one company there, with the help of Naukri app itself, they detect the face recognition and everything, and they do the interview. So there is no person intervention there. Only the person who is giving the interview should be there, and automatically the questions will be taken. So that is one of the. It's not Naukri which we have. That is Naukri. Okay, that is from US-based company. They are using that in human resources. Okay, and not only that, here I would like to give one more important and highlight, which in especially in Abu Dhabi, they are using in oil company. That means ADNOC. It is Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. Now this computer vision technique they are using now, regularly they are using it, and they are testing the levels of the oil strength of the oils. That also they are doing. And the right side image which I am showing here, this is very important. Here one more image from Dubai only itself also, Dubai, one of the company. Here what they are doing, they uses computer vision with IBM Watson to classify 25,000 rock images per day. See, it should not be possible. So with the 25,000 images per day they are doing, means the different structures and with different types of rocks they are going to use. Okay, so it is they are using it in their company. So this is a one advantage which have been already taken and they are using. This is a real time. Now applications of computer vision. Here I would like to show few, that is wearable glasses and beyond. Wearable glasses and beyond means this is the optical character recognition. On the glass itself, the optical character recognition will be recorded and that should be processed. This is already there. Now it's coming also. Okay, already people have worked and already they have come up also. Next, virtual tourism. So this is very important. Virtual tourism means, because see, few of our elders, they may not be visit to Amarnath or Rishikesh or otherwise another Kedarnath temples. So those, just for example, I'm saying, okay, that can be, we can give the virtual reality. With that, they get the feel that they are there. So that also we have already, they are using now, that we are using as a virtual tourism. Calibration of multiple connect depth sensors for full surface model reconstruction. And the other one is robot avatar, a virtual tourism robot for people with disabilities and elderly people. Okay. Next, an efficient 3D environment scanning method also there. Now when we come to wearable glasses, can see through the display and overlay text images with the surroundings. It can overlay on that. That is the beauty of this. Okay, this is a wearable glass, but it can overlay the text, it can overlay the images with the surroundings. Okay, so that already there. And one of my research project is also this, which I said the normal perception which we have that I'm going to give to the visually impaired people. So whatever the obstacle comes, it first detects that and it can use the in the form of text to in the form of speech, from image to text, and it converts that. Because we have to first train the system and then we have to use some libraries. So with this, it can give that. So like this, these are the few testing samples which I have shown. Now the design of smart glasses like this, which I said, these are the glasses which I was talking about, right? Optical character recognition. So they can, text also can be taken, image also can be taken onto the image, the specs. Okay, so that can be shown with the help of the surrounding which are there, and that to be, it's simple and low cost and easy to build. This is already there. Okay, so now like this, what actually it can show, it can use and it can be used. So like that they can use, and then there is no need of go for slide this projecting all this also. That can be easily worked out with this. Okay, and now these are the tests which we have done. So these are the few images just I'm sharing with you. Okay, now example of raw images. This suppose this is the image. Now I want to find the rust formation in these towers, because towers are there used established ones, but actually it has to be changed. But how it has to be changed? It's a tedious method for them. So for that, what we have to do with the help of this computer vision, we can do that, and we can give process, and within fraction of seconds we can give the result, and we can tell them to where the portion and how much portion is rust form and what is the level of that rust form. So this can be done in total 6 steps. So coming to the first step, we have to divide the whole image into small equal area elements like that grid form that already we are doing in other also. The same thing we can do here. Okay, now here see one more. This is the actual tower is only this much portion, but the maximum portion is the sky and other portion also there. So that also we take into consideration while working. So what we have to do? So step 2, create high level, means is it metal or classifier, means is it metal or not, that we have to train. So first we have to train the classifier. First, class 1, metal structure. Class 2, other structure, means other sky is there, some barren land is there, some grass is there, like that. So non-metal, negative, like that. The different will be given, and we have to train the system. And while coming to the training, whatever we do as per the machine learning algorithms or otherwise the normal mining techniques, how we do 70-30 or otherwise 70-30, 60-40 or 80-20. So better we use maximum. As of now we are using 70-30, but that also can be taken in the similar way. The training also should be done whether it is a metal or not. So first we have to give and we have to train exam. So here are the few training examples, and after that the second, determine the confidence if metal or not. So how much of metal is there and how much is not. metal. So for that, here we have to do like this. Classify metal structure is we got the response. This is also through IBM Watson only, and the metal structure I got 0.87, and other structure I got is 0.13. So here 0.87 we have taken as a metal structure. So for that metal structure, now we are going to do how much of rust. That means rust classification. Means rust we can say, so maximum rust, like that we can give different based on the problem. Based on the problem we can do. That is user requirement. Based on the user requirement, they can do that. So here I have given the, as of now, total 5 to 6 we have given. Grade 1 rust, we've given some grading. Grade 1 rust, grade 2 rust, and after that grade 3 rust. Like that I have given grade 4, grade 5, and next grade 6, like that. And the other one is non-rusty. Like that we have given different classes we have formed, and based on these classes the responses we got like this. The determined confidence of rust type is like this. See, now I have used total 6 levels. Out of 6 levels, the rust levels 5 got more response, that is 0.67 have the most rust. Okay, so this point say the sixth one having only 0.41. So this is the response of that, how much rust was there. So like that, how much portion is there, that also can be easily worked out. So this is how we can do rust formation with the help of towers. That is one example. And one more example, this is for the roof structures. I mean, roof structure means some other bridges. Okay, this is one bridge, because some iron bridges also they have used earlier. So for that also, how much of portion is rust formed, because that is most important. So for that also, again we have to do the same process and we have to work it out like this. Okay, same steps to be followed. And next here I'm going to show one more example, that is hail damage recognized on a shingle roof. So this is the hail damages. So that means wherever the damages are there, that also can be detected with the help of image. Okay, and next, recent research in computer vision. Here I'm showing you a few examples with RCNN. These are the few different image just with the help of computer vision. What are the things are available either way, and we can process. So these are the few papers we have. I'm showing as for the reference how the people are doing. And this is one more. Already you might also have worked earlier also. But even with this open source, with the computer vision and OpenCV also can be worked out. That means image to image translation, even already we have done in MATLAB and other, correct? But here this also can be done in this. And here you can also change from summer to winter. These things also can be done easily. Okay. Now this is one more example I showed. And here everybody can dance. So this which I was saying, everybody can dance. So everybody dance now. So everybody dance now means here, based on the source video, because actually nowadays in movies also many people are dancing excellently, but actually few are dancers, but we can't say that all are dancers, correct or not? So few for them, what they have done, it has taken and they have done also. But even I would like to say to you all that even this is okay, but there are still problems are there. So people still working on that to give the 100%, but in few cases 100% would be possible, but that they are overcoming now with laser 3D scanner, laser 3D scanners. Even I want to share one point. Bahubali movie, they take you might have heard, right? The reality which they have seen on the screen, that they have taken with the laser scanner, 3D laser scanner. That Peter Hens used the 3D laser scanner of the ground. Means what they did, they collected the ground control points from the ground, which is their open space. Those ground control points have been taken, and those ground control points means those are called the point clouds they collected. What are those points? They have some ground control, means latitude, longitude values they have. Now they have taken those cloud points and they have taken onto the system and they process with the help of classification. They process and they know they have to capture the images of the same scene, how they have captured. Like that, with the help of this 3D laser scanner, up to 300 meters, like that, 300 meters, they collected the data and then they processed, they classified them, and they given the virtual reality. But the whole scene they captured only in the what we call in the studio only, but they shown this as the outside. So this whole thing, cloud points they have taken, and that process they have done on the system, and later they added some computer graphics. So see, this much of technology is growing. So if you are good in image processing, you can also work on that. And for them, the Makuta visual graphic system people have helped them, and they did work that one. So that what I worked, and I know few. That's why I shared with you all. So not only that, here my intention is here why I said all these things, because in this is the source video they are taking, and this is the source the force which is there. This is the detected force, and based on that detected force, this will be taken. But when people rotate in circular, then the problems will not fulfill with this method. That my intention to say to you. There we can use 3D laser scanner. Already in Bollywood, even in our Tollywood also, people started using 3D laser scanner while putting few scenes which they want to highlight. Okay, so now I will show you one video like such, how actually. Are you getting the video, Sai?
No, sir. We are not getting the video, sir.
You're not getting?
Yes, sir.
One second, one second. I will share, but actually it should. Now?
No, sir. You can play that video once again and you can share the screen, sir.
One second, one second. Yeah, I'll play that. Now you got? You are getting now?
No, sir.
Now?
No, no, sir. Once you need to share that video again, sir.
Okay, I'll share, I'll share. Yeah, one second. Yeah, as of now, is it okay? You will have any questions, you can, I'll open. My screen is visible now?
Sir, it's visible, sir.
So, what is that? Yeah, any questions if anyone have, you can. Yeah, now it is coming. Now it is coming.
No, sir. No,
No,
sir.
sir. No, no.
Why it is? One second. Sorry. Now, are you getting my screen?
No, sir.
Are you getting my screen?
Yes, yes, sir.
Video
Yeah,
getting?
now it's
Yeah.
okay.
Let's observe. This is the source video, and this is the detected force, and these are the which this is on which the scene they are showing. Clear? Yeah. See, this is the detected force.
Sir, video is not playing, sir.
Video is not playing.
Yes, yes, sir. We were able to see only the folder dancing.
No, this is not visible. Correct. One second. Why it is? No, this only I shared. Now?
No, sir.
Sir, once play that video.
I played.
No, sir, it's not coming.
Sir, I think you selected, sir, not played.
Now?
Right click on play. You selected the thing only. You're not played, I think. There is no
Yeah.
player. Now I'm seeing.
Huh? You got now?
No, sir.
No.
Minimize this for this one, sir.
Yeah.
Maybe backside it is playing.
One second. I'll show. Now? Now also it's not showing.
Some blank screen is coming.
Yes, sir. Screen is blank.
Now you're getting?
No, sir.
Oh, hurry.
So do one thing. Close all the windows and replay that. That will be easy, sir. Maybe
Sorry.
back. It's back. It is playing. I think somewhere beside the window. Something.
Now? Now you're getting?
No, sir.
No.
We are unable to see your screen also. Please share once again, sir.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll. Now also it is not coming.
Yes,
You're
sir.
not. You're
Yeah.
not shared your screen, sir.
Now you're getting?
Yeah. Yes,
Now
sir.
it's
Now
coming?
yes, it's coming, sir.
Yeah. So many multiple folders are there. Sorry. Okay.
Now it is visible, sir.
See here, this is the source video and this is the detected force. And then this is the scene. Source to target result. Like this, it should be taken. Okay. So slow motion, even fast also you'll get. But a few drawbacks are there. See, the hand is not proper when she is rotating. Correct? See, this is the actual. Okay. So this, when she rotates the hand, see, it is not accurate. Correct? Here the drawbacks are there. When she rotates the hand, it is not proper hand. Okay. See, this is another one. When he rotates his hand, you'll get the drawback. See, it is not proper. So that is the drawback in this. Yeah, like this. This is one more speed. See, when they rotate, it is not like human, correct? So what I would like to say means here it is okay, it's fine, but it's not accurate when they rotate. In that cases, that exact view they won't get, correct? So that is a main drawback in that. Yeah, my screen is visible? No? My presentation?
Yeah. Presentation is not seen.
One second.
No, sir.
No, sir, one second.
Yeah.
Now it is visible? Is it
Fold.
visible now? Again, folder
Open
on.
that.
Again,
Open.
fold.
One second. Yeah. So this is another. Now it is visible, right? Sai?
Yes,
So
sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I would like to show the social distancing here, actually. So, yeah. Again, I have to play this. So this is about the social distance. Now you are getting the video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here, this is the social distancing, whether they maintain or not. So for this also, we are done with the help of this computer vision only. So this I will show. Okay. See how many defaulters are there that we can see.
Sir, are you playing video, sir?
Yeah, I'm playing the video.
But we are unable to see your video.
Unable to see. Okay. Array. Sorry. Actually, in GoToMeeting, it will come directly, but in this, actually, might be open it of many folders. Might be, I think. Yeah. You are getting now? It is visible?
Yes, sir.
Visible now? Right. So here, this is the social distancing. Means how actually people. Oh, actually, where is flip? Yeah. See here. So actually, who is maintaining the social distance? They get directly green, and those who are not maintaining, they'll get the red color. So how many distance violators are there that we can do? Okay. This is also done with the same simple object detection only. With the help of Python, we have done open source computer vision only. So with this, we have done. Okay. It is already available. If you want, I will share. You can work on that code and this. Okay. Okay. So my presentation is visible.